Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Ekeler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first down, Justin Herbert winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play, and they'll give to Ekeler. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert rolling to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Eckler again. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this time he is in. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 1st-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19-7.
Here's Herbert. That's Samuel, caught left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, These guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw here, Herbert. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Carson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. Now Carson fumbles the football and picked up by the Chargers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's going to keep this again. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Looking for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Clean as house, baby.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Rosas good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right, 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
36 power.
Here's Wilson. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
0-0, Mike 3.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 3.
Wilson will throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. To return, it's Peppers. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Evans. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
check, butt set. Check three.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to Wilson, hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Herbert's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert operating from the red zone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Curtis Samuel with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again, Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
I'm coming after you. So Mike's number one. I'll get him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion Set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Let's go, 4 down, 4 down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Herbert on 1st down now. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Taking a shot for Samuel, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. it's Wilson. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 46. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Evans. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, it's Peppers. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20.
Let's put that team on the bus. Check. Crunch.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He completes it to Evans. And they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Wilson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Mike 3. Combo. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he'll be taken down at the 18.